Flo, where are you, Flo? Hi, Flo. Congratulations. Flo, where are you, Flo?
Meatballs are delicious.
That's right. I'm not completely on this end.
Authenticity is the first word that comes to mind when I think of Flo Goodrich. I first came to know Flo over 30 years ago through her connection to the St. Cloud Unitarian Fellowship. In those interactions, I came to know Flo as a person whose ethical behaviors consistently echoed and thereby authenticated her statements about her Jewish faith. Her supportiveness infused my non-Catholic religious choice with a validity and authenticity that made me feel a sense of inclusiveness in what seemed at the time a one-church town. Her on-stage presence was no less powerful for me when, as Goldie in Fiddler on the Roof, she authenticated that fictional family's ritual of the welcoming of the Sabbath by her act of the lighting of the first candle at dusk, a moment of truly inspired acting, combining all the elements of Flo's personal history and religious identity with all the skills of an experienced performer, creatively and carefully taking an entire St. Cloud audience to the threshold of an intense story of breathless, quiet awe. Her amazing acting powers opened the eyes of her audience members to a display of the vast vista that encompassed global history as well as personal tragedy in that gesture of that precise gesture of Goldie's concentrated stage energy focused on the candle flame, bringing it alive, and thereby flooding an entire theater with the brilliance of Flo's intelligent and authentic portrayal of a character that both was and was not the real Flo that I had come to know. Throughout her career, Flo has had the ability, even from the seemingly limited staging area of the back seat of a car, for example, to create for audiences a unique way of savoring the significance of each of her world-encompassing dramatic gestures. Her career has been memorable because it has made us recall those theatrical moments with the kind of reflection that has made each of us a better person. The power of her acting comes from the core of authenticity that makes even the casual observer realize that Flo doesn't do anything with a lack of sincerity. In fact, even off stage, her very presence in a room is inspiring. For example, she repeatedly was able to enhance my mother's sense of self-importance. Sharing the same name and the same diminutive stature, my mother, a humble woman of low self-esteem, always parted from Flo's presence feeling enriched and valued because Flo's demeanor, striking without the distraction of arrogance, convinced my mother that even little women deserve great respect. Indeed, Flo's personal relations added measure after measure of authenticity to the private lives of the individuals she met. Each of us is grateful for having not only witnessed the public performances, but also having had the experience of her personal friendship. Recently, at the Minneapolis airport, I looked up from my crossword puzzle to notice a seemingly familiar man walking by. I nudged my husband, struggling with his own puzzle, and mused, "That man looks so much like Herb Goodrich." Several clues later, I looked up, not as far this time, to notice Flo with her daughter, son-in-law, and grandchildren. And instead of the more conventional words of greeting, I instead said to Flo, "So that was Herb I saw!" Flo's mere presence authenticated Herb's entire existence. Friend, actress, wife, and mother. If it hadn't been for the roles that Phil has played in this community, none of us would really be here. I offer this little libation to this authentic, awing, and august actress.
Would you like to come up and just say a few words, or you?
He is speechless.
And as part of the theater community in St. Cloud, we would like to thank you, Herb, for sharing Flo.
Actually, I am speechless. I did not prepare a speech. I can only say it's been, it's been a fun ride for as long as we've been here, and I've come to meet people I wouldn't otherwise have met, and just delightful people. That's the theater group, and that's about it. I do know, I'll confirm everything that people have said about Flo, the effort that she has put into things. I might just mention the last one, Driving Miss Daisy. For that one, I don't think we spoke for about a month and a half. She was learning her lines. What she's done with tremendous integrity. I will vouch for that. And as I say, from my standpoint, it's been fun. Except for one thing, I did do the dishes when she was out rehearsing in the early period. But that had a good ending because I bought a dishwasher. So anyhow, as I say, it's been fun, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Okay, I would like to call the committee to come up here now because we're going to present. Arlene, would you come? And Mary Jo, Cindy, those on the committee. And the lady of the evening, Flo Goodrich, would you please come forward? On behalf of all of Central Minnesota, we would like to present you with these little gifts in appreciation for sharing yourself and your talent and your time with us, Flo. It's been a delight.
Thank you, sweetheart. I have it written down. I don't memorize things anymore.
Thank you.
Just to make certain that I say everything that I wanted to say. I think you can hear me. Can you hear me? No. No? Okay.
Hello?
Okay. First, I want to thank Arlene Helgeson and my theater friends for making this a fantastic experience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, I want to thank my husband, Herb, and my daughters, Cara and Sonia, for being fantastically supporting of me, always, 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 in my theater activities. And then secondly, I want to thank all of the theater people I've worked with in community theater for their love of theater, their tirelessness in pursuing great and amusing theater while pursuing other jobs in order to earn a living. Audience members should know that actors in community theater do it for the love of the theater and do not earn 1 penny when they act in community theater. We do it because we love the experience and to express our creativity in the many different kinds of theatrical productions that we engage in. Personally, I got paid when I directed plays, but never when I acted in community theater. And for all of us, I beseech you all to support excellent community theater. Thank you.
Thank you, Flo, very much. I was a little bit concerned when we called her up here because it's already almost 1:45. And last April, when we called her up to accept her award at the Mac Theater, she went on for like 45 minutes. And when she got done, I think the audience said, more, more, more. It was a delight. It has been a delight sharing the stage with you. It's been a delight just knowing you and her. You know, you're a wonderful, wonderful family. You're a wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you very, very much for gracing Central Minnesota. Okay, we are, those who are going to the show are expected to pick up your tickets over here if you've already arranged for that. And the rest of you, thank you for coming and have a pleasant weekend.